I think this is going to be one for the blooper reels. We all know that old axiom about measuring twice, cutting once kind of thing. Well, something went haywire here. As you can see, there's not supposed to be a gap there, and there's not supposed to be a gap over there. So I'm guessing it all went sideways when I converted from imperial to metric. That's my excuse, and I'm going to stick with that. You notice I didn't pre-wet out this piece of tape, and it's being a freaking bitch trying to get it on. Epoxy's still a little cool. It's probably about 65 degrees in here, wherever that is in Celsius, I don't know. My thermometer's broken. So, there I am, rolling on the frickin' fiberglass. The epoxy started to gel. You can see here. It's turning to mush. Cabbage. Fuck, send help. What I'm working on today is trying to get a few of the details that have to go into the anchor lockers in place before I close it up. One of the things I want to do is add a piece of hardware in there that I can attach the bitter end of the anchor chain and the anchor rod to. And right now I took a little trip to a chandlery in Kingston, and they didn't have what I wanted. So what I come up with, I originally wanted some lifting eyes, but they didn't have any. So I found these pad eyes, and these are stainless steel, and they're probably more than strong enough. It's got a 5/16 loop on it, and we'll be running 5/16 chain and 5/8 inch rod, so should be fine with a couple of shackles. Now I want to bolt these through the central bulkhead, and what I've done is I've made these doubler plates to mount these pad eyes to, and these will be glued and glassed into the boat. I actually had planned to do a small resin infusion project out of this, but some of you may have seen the post that I put on some of the Facebook pages about my vacuum pump actually falling off the shelf during a storm last week. Ripped all the wiring out and I couldn't get it to work again. So anyways, I also had to reconstitute some of the extremely low viscosity resin that I was planning on using for that infusion. It had settled over the winter, and material formed in the bottom of the jug that kind of looked like paraffin wax, and basically all I had to do was to warm it up, mix it all up, and I laid up a couple of test pieces, and the resin's fine. So I used it just to, that's about a 9-ounce glass on the top, and I'll get a couple of layers of tape when it actually goes in. So I'll show you where that goes next. So this is the central vertical bulkhead that divides the anchor chain locker from the anchor rod locker on the other side, And what I intend to do is to glue on this doubler or backing plate or whatever you want to call it, one on either side, and then through bolt these pad eyes to secure the anchor chain to. I think this is far enough back out of the way. I actually move it back here so it shouldn't interfere with the chain fall, which will be about in this area. The other side is a road, so it's not that much of an issue. So I think we're going to locate this one right here. So just got a little drilling and sanding to clean this up, and then I'll mix some glue and we'll glue the two pads to the side of the bulkhead. I left this area open so we'd have room to work on it, and I'll be able to use my vice grip clamps on this, and we'll get a good seal. So there you have the general idea. I angled this up towards the hose pipe where the chain will come down from about here, somewhere over here, and through bolted. This is not a backing plate, this is just a doubler. Each one of these pad eyes will act as its own backing plate. It's the same on the other side, and I'll glue and tape over all of these so that they're firmly attached. These are our 3/16 stainless steel bolts, so there's 4 of them. That should be more than enough to hold it. If that comes out, Lori will be fired as anchor girl, so we'll get on with the finish of the prep, and then we'll sand this area and get ready to glue and tape it and fix the pad eyes. So I'll come back and keep an eye on these for the next 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Continue to get a few little bubbles around, maybe a little bit of bridging, so I'll keep the roller on that, get it flattened out. There's the other side. These should make nice strong points for those pad eyes. Stand by.